Obviously playing for a lot right now. Just kind of what's the feeling, kind of regrouping and heading down to Vegas?
I think we realize where we're at. Obviously, it would have been great to get the win on senior night, put us in a better position, but we're going down to Vegas to win it all, and that ultimately starts today with a great practice. So we're focusing just on today, and then we'll keep progressing as the week goes on.
You've been 3 times with the team. This will be your 4th. What's different about playing in a season-end tournament versus either an in-season tournament or regular season?
There's just so much on the line. We're playing for an NCAA tournament bid. We're playing to get on the right side of the bubble, so there's a lot more that goes on to it now, and the stakes are a little bit higher than they are in November.
How much do you enjoy this time of year? I mean, it's kind of a silly question for a basketball player, but it's like, I mean, this is what everybody waits for. March Madness, win or go home, everything's on the line. Like, what goes through your mind when you think of this time of year?
I just remember being the kid in like elementary school, middle school, I'd get his computer and turn on the games during school. I always was the kid that doing that, trying to not get caught by my teacher watching basketball the whole day. But it's the best time of the year. It's something you dream of as a kid, and we're looking forward to it.
So how do you, having been there and multiple times and played in these big games, how do you kind of balance the emotions to where it's productive and not counterproductive, I guess?
I think you just focus on what you can control. You can't really control the outcome of everything that goes on in the basketball game. You just focus on the process of it, and if you put everything to the process, you can live with the result.
I'm sure it's a little bit different for you, Tyson, this year. We don't know what the future holds, how far you guys can go, but just hypothetically, are you thinking like, heck, this could be the last time I walk on a basketball court for BSU? Like, is that even starting to cross your mind?
Not really. I know I have at least one more game, this week, and we're going to do everything we can to not make it the last one, and that's all we're really focused on right now.
I don't even really mean the results of senior night, Tyson, but just being honored, your family's here, hugging Leon, and it was kind of noticeable. You did seem a little emotional before the game, so I don't know, what was that like, that whole experience like for you, and thinking of the last 4 years?
I was trying not to get emotional. It's like when you're getting back in that tunnel and you hear people call out and you see Al go out and Omar, you start to get choked up a little bit, and coming out and just hearing the reception from the crowd and seeing a bunch of my family here, it meant the world, and to see the response from the crowd, and it kind of was the cherry on top for playing here. And obviously we'd have loved to get the win, but I think just this whole weekend with their senior banquet and everything was just really, really cool.
As opposed to thinking about it could be the lasts or whatever, does it give you perspective that you at least get one more with Omar and Al and these guys?
Absolutely. We never want to focus on the end. You want to just focus on the present and not really worry about that, and we're just going to focus on today at practice.
What's it going to take to beat San Diego State?
It's going to take a great effort. They're playing really, really well even without Guath. It's going to take a tremendous effort defensively. They've been playing a lot better. Offensively, Nick Boyd's been a handful. He's been playing really well the last 7 or so games. And offensively, we just have to stay poised in what we do. They like to block shots. They're very aggressive, and we're going to have to use that aggressiveness to our advantage.
How do you kind of weigh, okay, yeah, they block 10 shots, so you can't just do the same thing and drive right in there every time, but also you can't just shoot threes the whole game. How do you try to weigh their size and just how you kind of combat that?
I think you have to take the right shots. If you're driving in and 3 guys go up to block a shot and you pump fake and then you kick it out for 3, I think that's a good shot. You get a paint touch and you get a wide open 3. So I think it just depends on the quality of our shots. Obviously, they're going to come and try to block shots. They're athletic, they can jump. So we're just going to have to find ways to be effective on offense.
You're just assuming Watt's playing and then you just react to that, or?
Most likely, yeah. I mean, I was watching the Nevada game. He said he was warming up and doing stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if he played, and I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. So I'll just have to wait and see.
What type of challenge is he for you guys? And when he is available, how does he make San Diego State different?
Well, on the defensive end, he was one of the top 10 shot blockers in the country. So having his length around the rim makes us have to affect our shots a little bit. And offensively, he can stretch the floor. He can make threes. He can shoot fadeaways in the post. A great offensive rebounder. So he does a lot of good things for their team.
What does San Diego State do maybe that's unique to defend you than maybe some of the other teams in the league?
Well, I think in the last one they doubled me with Coleman Jones and Guath, so they put a lot of length on the double, so I can't really pass like over the top. So I just have to be better and be more decisive.
How much do you enjoy the chess match? You play him twice. Talking to Leon, there's the cliche that it's tough to beat a team 3 times if you've already beaten them twice, but if you're 0-2, then it's tough to beat them once, right? So I don't know, how do you enjoy the chess match, and how do you kind of view that?
I love it. It's just a great part of basketball. You know, you can look back at the 2 games we played this year and try to find adjustments of where we can get better, but also on the other end, they're trying to do the same thing and seeing what they can improve on. So you just got to kind of find the right mix and match of things to improve on, and I think we'll be all right.
How can you kind of sum up the energy of, you know, the Thomas and Mack Center this time of year? You walk in there, all 11 teams are there, the court kind of feels alive. Like, how do you kind of sum up that energy?
It's a great environment, just having a bunch of fans there, and I know for San Diego State they travel pretty well, so it's going to be loud. I'm just really excited for that atmosphere.
Ask you about Al. How much have you just enjoyed playing with him to this point? And in terms of whether it be accountability, being a leader, I mean, he just seems like he is one unique dude, but I also feel like, you know, come tourney time, he's going to be the guy that's ready to, you know, put his nose in anything pretty much.
Absolutely, he's been waiting for this moment for a long time. He's definitely ready for it. I know that, and he's done so many good things for this team. He's been everything this team could have asked for and more. Just with his leadership, the way he plays, the camaraderie with the group, it's just he does everything so well.
Time for 2 more if you need it.
I was give about Meadow then just real quick too. He's been on one heck of a scoring surge lately. What's gotten kind of into Andrew and these last few games?
He's making a lot of shots, and it was not a matter of if, it was a matter of when with him, and with the consistent work he puts in, it was only a matter of time, and he's as steady as they come, and we just got to keep finding him open shots, and he's going to keep putting them in the basket.
Do you think Al's experience helps playing in this thing? Like he's been there, like he knows what it's about, not with you guys, but how do you think that helps out?
I mean, just being familiar with the tournament definitely helps, being in that environment, just knowing the venue and everything like that. I think it's going to help us a lot.